Good morning, Facebook family and friends. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning to the community of Parkway. Good morning to everybody in the Back in the Days group. Good morning to you, and wait a minute, and you. You know I couldn't forget you. Good morning to you. Today is a great day. I'm telling you, don't worry about the weather. Don't worry about how cold it is outside. Today is a great day. Why? Because today is the day that the Lord has made. So let us rejoice and be glad in it. Today is a great day. Why? Because you woke up this morning. This means you are blessed. If you seeing this, this means you are blessed. You have the gift of eyesight. If you are hearing this, this means you are blessed. You have the gift of hearing. I'm wishing everyone out there a peaceful, productive, and positive day. The word of the day comes from the second epistle of Paul to the church in Corinth, chapter 5, verse 7. For everybody else, that just means 2 Corinthians 5 and 7. And the apostle Paul writes, "For we walk by faith and not by sight." 2 Corinthians 5 and 7. Y'all probably thought I made that up, right? But no, the apostle Paul wrote that. And the apostle Paul says that we walk by faith and not by sight, meaning we don't go by what it looks like, but we go by what the word of God tells us. Example, when a person leaves the house to catch the bus, they're walking by faith and not by sight. When they land in the house, laying in the bed, they don't see the bus coming, but they get up and get dressed. And then when they walk out the door, they don't see the bus coming, but yet they walk to the bus stop by faith and not by sight. They don't even know the bus driver to trust in the bus driver, but they walk by faith. Why? Because the last time they walked to the bus stop, the bus showed up. And the time before that, they walked to the bus stop and the bus showed up. And the time before that. So therefore, they have faith in the bus system. So they could walk to the bus stop without even seeing the bus coming. So what does this mean? It's the same exact thing with God. If God has brought you through a situation before, then you should have faith that he will bring you through that situation again. I'm old enough to know that God has brought me through situation after situation after situation after situation. Therefore, when I'm going into the situation, no matter how it looks, I walk by faith and not by sight. I have faith that he can bring me out of that situation because he has brought me out of other situations time and time again. This is good news. This is good news. This is good news. If God has ever brought you out of a situation, when you go into your next situation, have faith that he can bring you out of that situation also. This is good news. This is good news. We walk by faith. 2 Corinthians 5 and 7. We walk by faith and not by sight. So no matter what it looks like, we already know that God will bring us through. This is good news. This is good news. This is good news. I'm wishing you love. I'm wishing you joy. I'm wishing you peace and patience. This is going to help you walk by faith. Having some peace and some patience. This is going to help you walk by faith. I'm wishing you success and prosperity in the new year. Remember, you are important. The world would not be the same without you. You are important. Remember, you are loved. You are loved by God. You're loved by me. So love yourself. And when you fully love yourself, when you're 100% full of love, then you can love your neighbor. And when you 100% love your neighbor, then you can love your enemy. Remember that no matter what happens, the word of the day, 2 Corinthians 5 and 7, for we walk by faith and not by sight. So no matter what it looks like, we walk by faith and not by sight. Peace. Have a fabulous Friday.